Hey, you guys, it's Creative Solutions, and I'm on here. And it is the spooky season, and as you can see, I am all dressed up. I wouldn't say dressed up, but I did do my hair in purple, and it's just for the remaining 3 weeks of this month. Um, so I don't know. I'm trying out the StreamYard, and it looks like I'm gonna have to upgrade. I know before you had StreamYard, you could be able to play your intro, do all these things on just the free. But now you gotta upgrade, so I guess I'll be upgrading. But anyway, I just came on here to hop on here to talk about the comeback of Daniel Jones. Yes, who would have ever thought that Daniel Jones will ever come back? And if you have been watching the NFL season and you haven't watched it at all, you will see that Daniel Jones was part of the New York Giants. And he wasn't necessarily the best quarterback. When he first got drafted, he was okay. And then his best year was out in 2022. I think he got hurt in 2023. 2024, he had a bad season and the Giants let him go. And now he's with the Colts. So now he's in Indiana. So I've been watching him. I remember watching him and I was so sad that he got cut from the Giants. Because after seeing him in the Giants for so long and then he got cut, you're like, oh my God, what are these people doing? So yeah, so he did get cut. And unfortunately that was sad. But look at him now. Look at him now. So Daniel Jones is balling out of control. Like he's balling like he was back in 2022. And it's just a great feeling to see somebody go from zero and they go all the way up. Like you hardly see that in the NFL. Well, yes, you do. You see with Sam Donald and other people. But you never seen a comeback like this. Just 1 year. Most of the time, people go and they try different teams and then they trying to find a starter position. But he did right. And when I was watching him while he was on the Giants, so I was closely watching him in 2024, and I'ma just say that the O line that he had was very, very bad. He was just getting sacked left, right, center, ball thrown out of bounds, ball turned over. Let's just say it was not a good game. And to see how he used all of that as a strength to push forward, it's amazing. It just shows you that, like anything is possible. And if you're watching the NFL games today, you will never predict the scores and the things that are happening right now. you know, who would have ever thought that the Bills would be 4-2? Who would have ever thought that the Colts would be 5-1? This is crazy. Who would have ever thought that the Eagles would be 4-2? The Eagles are getting their losses left, right, and center. So, which is good because now we know that any team is beatable. Today you might be hot, tomorrow you might not. So, with that being said, I am so happy for Daniel Jones. I remember watching him out in New York, and it was a couple of times I've seen him at the goal line looking. Nobody is open. And it sucks because nobody's open. And most of the time, people blame you because you're the quarterback and you got to figure it out. And I seen Daniel Jones didn't know what the fuck to do, and I think he cursed one time, and he just threw it away or he did something because nobody was open. Who was he gonna throw it to? And if it got picked off, then people would be like, "Oh, it got picked off. Why did you? You try, you mess up. People get mad at you." You fail, they get mad at you. The only thing you gotta try to do is win. But how can you win when you don't have the good tools around you to help you win? So a part of me, I felt really bad when he was in New York. So to see him outshine, to see him grow, it's really good. And now he's at the Colts. Before he got drafted to the Vikings, and he was with O'Connell. And that was a good matchup because he got to learn from the quarterback whisperer, whatever that's supposed to mean. But and so far he's doing really good, and nobody would ever thought that. So I really, really liked him. I liked him because he persevered. He never bashed anybody in the public, you know. He owned his mistakes, owned it, and he owned like the majority of the problems on the Giants. And truth and behold, it was not just him. It was a lot of people dropping balls, a lot of people doing not doing the things they're supposed to do, and like let's just say the morale was really low. But now he's at this new spot where it fits him because he's not like a loud guy. He's much older, more mature, and he's not into that rah 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 stuff. You know, like the new quarterback on the Giants, which is Dart. Dart and Scatterboo, they're young, so they could bring the energy and they could like, you know. But yeah, but he's at the Indianapolis Colts, and I think it fits him well. Like, you know, I think that position fits him well. The coaching style fits him well. The players like him. I think it's a brand new start, you know? And sometimes all you need is a shift in environment, a shift in perception, a shift in the people around you, you know? All those things shifted for him. And maybe it started from the inside and all of a sudden it manifested on the outside. And people used to say he always came in early, he always worked hard, and he studied and he watched film. He was the first one in, last one out, and nobody wasn't seeing his results. And, you know, sometimes it reminds us, you know, sometimes we be working hard and we're not seeing results. And it's been years, 2, 3 years, months, and still we're not seeing those results. But little do we know, as soon as we crack that floodgate open, everything starts pouring out. And that's what happened with Daniel Jones. And now he is 5-1. Who would have ever thought that he would be 5-1? And I really think they're going to be 6-1 and then 7-1. They might go all the way up till 8. So you never know. I think they will keep this winning streak until, you know, let me see. I don't even think the Chargers are all of that. I think the Colts could beat the Chargers. And, you know, even though I'm sad because that's my state. But anyway, I think the Colts could beat the Chargers. Um, I think the team that the Colts may have some problems with is possibly I think they could beat the Vikings. The Chiefs. I think when they play the Chiefs, that might be a little bit of a hard battle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that. So when they take on the Chiefs, that might be a really good game because it could go either way. And yeah, you know. And now the Chiefs want to show out. Before they was not too good. Um, what else? Oh yes. So as you can see, the New York Giants they drafted a brand new quarterback, Dart, and they have Scatterboo. And Scatterboo is like the new Saquon Barkley. I think Scatterboo is better, you know. He likes contact. He like pushes you over. Like watching Scatterboo is pretty fun. And let me see. I hope my video don't get taken down, but I'm about to share a video of let me see. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna share a video of Scatterboo. Let's hope my video don't get taken down, people. But he did good. I'm gonna not play any volume.
Stop ball 38, 1st and 10.
Look at Scatterbull. Look at him go. Look.
He picks up 10 here. So officially that will put him at, as soon as it comes up, officially.
In the right guard. I mean, this offensive line, they've had some challenges this year playing.
Scatterbull.
He is a force to be reckoned with.
And touchdown.
I like his backflips.
Cam again. And again.
Okay, that's enough. We've seen enough. But as you can see, Scatterbull is a force to be reckoned with. Like, my man is pumping, rolling, pushing. You know, you in his way, he's pushing you out. Like, he's knocking you out on the floor. And I think they gave him a 15-yard penalty for pushing this guy, get it to first down, turn around and tell the guy first down. And they said that was taunting. Yeah, NFL is on 10. But anyway, so those are, I like to watch the Giants. So obviously, because, you know, New York City, New York. So I like to watch the Giants. I watch the Chargers. And now I'm watching the Colts. So these are the 3 teams that I am following. And yes, I do watch the other games here and there because I do see, you know, how the Bills are doing, how the Chiefs are doing, the Green Bay Packers, Sam Darnold, and the Seahawks. I want to see how they doing, you know, because he's on there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, yo, they're 5-1. You know, let's go. Like, you never know. You know, so there's a lot of good teams on here. And, you know, I just like watching because, you know, I want to see like what's gonna happen, like what are the possibilities, and who's gonna rise up. Who else? Well, the team, the Patriots. The Patriots are they're up there too. They're rolling. Like, don't count them out. So I think there's a lot of good teams. You know, only a couple of teams that you're like, huh. And I will have to say the Saints, but the Saints are pushing and they're getting better. The Saints and the Titans. Yeah, the Titans are bad. But this is Cam Ward's first year. He's a rookie, so he's learning. So I'll give him grace, you know. I will give him like 2 to 3 years to learn, and then he'll become his good, authentic self. And you can't compare him to other starters who just joined, like Dart. You know, Dart has a little bit of a better team and a better coach. You know, they just have a better coaching staff. The Giants do versus the Titans. No offense. But yeah, I just came on here because guess what? I am a Daniel Jones fan. So I like Daniel Jones because he has good moral character. Nobody has nothing bad to say about him. He perseveres. He keeps going, and he's always, you know, looking to improve himself. And he sets the example. He sets the stage. He might be quiet. People might find him boring, but you really don't know him, so we can't really say that. I like to see him get mad. When I saw him get mad on the Giants, I was like, "Oh shit! I didn't know he had this side to him." But you know, when he gets mad, you could tell when he gets mad. Like, if you was watching the Giants in 2024, he got mad in like the last 2 games he played. You guys got to watch it and look out for it. But yeah, this was it. This was a short video about Daniel Jones. I didn't want to make it too long, and if you guys were tuning in, thank you guys for tuning in. I might post like 2 other videos today. And it's your girl, Creative Solutions. And what are you creating during this Halloween spooky season, witchcraft season, creative season? But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.